Hello, this is ResilanBearcat, and welcome to our Apollo Let's Play series of Dyson Sphere Program. We're going to pick up right where we left off last time. We have everything into a box right now. Now we are going to redo things just a little bit here. Or actually, we're going to start building the components. So in the last episode, if we look at our production map as we finish our first research with blue cubes with an automated process, in the last episode we were focused on building items and automated the production of items. Now in this episode we are going to focus on the automating the production of buildings. Now the blue cubes, I could be producing those a little bit faster. I realize I could have 3 of those stacked up working, but right now I'm not necessarily in a hurry, so I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing here, and we're going to focus on making these items. So we've got 4 items here, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the items. Is that right? Yeah, there's 8 items here that we are going to produce. So, and we're going to need the assembly machines to make those. So that's what we're going to focus on doing. We're going to grab this right here, and this is going to require various different things that we need to build. So let's see what I have here. I've got some of these. I'm going to transfer a stack of that, kind of get that done. I'm going to grab a stack of the iron and the gears. I'm going to grab some of the gears, and I'm going to grab some. We've already got some of the blocks. Okay, we should be good then. And then let's check our coal situation. We're doing good on coal, on power. So what we're going to do is I'm going to move over right here just a little bit. I'm going to start my production up and to get started on making an item. There's our second thing, thermal power. Now that's good. We will want that thermal power as part of what we're doing here. But we're going to, the first thing we're going to need is we're going to need 8 of these things. Along with that, we are going to need, I don't even want to know how many belts we're going to need, but let's go ahead and build 147 of them. And then it tells me we're out of iron to build anything else. So we'll grab another couple of stacks of iron. And let's go back to what we were doing. We're building those things. Now we're going to need some of these. Let's see. I don't have very many of them. Let's build 20 of those. We're not gonna, probably gonna need 30 of those. Let's build 30 of those. That'll get us a starting point anyway. And then within the component, we're going to need 7 more of these storage containers. So we'll put the additional storage containers in here for what we're doing. We're just getting queued up on what we need to build. Things are going faster now that I don't have to actually build the items and can just build the buildings. That's actually going a lot faster, so that's good. And let's see, what else do I need for this particular build? I think that's really all I'm going to need. I'm going to need the manufacturers. Oh, I will probably need some more wind turbines. So let's produce 10 more of those, and let's produce 10 more of the Tesla towers. Okay, now that should get us going. Now with that, let's go in here to our production and let's take one of these. And what I want to do is kind of look at where I'm at right here, where things are going, and we're going to place this item down. And I think I'm going to place it right here. So that'll drop that item in right there. Now what we're going to do, and the reason for dropping that in first, is that in order to hook this up, I want the belts to be done in a particular way. So I'm going to run a belt right there. I'm going to run a belt right there. We'll run a belt there, there, and there. So those are the belts that I'm going to need. Now if we come in here, we could go down through here and see each one of the items and what we're doing, but we're going to come into these buildings and we're going to be building things. Now one of the first things, I'm probably going to build them in a particular order, but one of the first things we need is belts, right? And belts is going to need iron and gears, and that's one of the things that we're going to be doing, is producing all of these items that we need down through here. And we're just going all the way down through here, building out what we need. So we want to hook these belts up in a particular way, and that's what we're going to do now, is come over here and get the belts hooked up. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want the iron, I want stone in that belt over there. So let's see, this will be my stone. And I'm going to come right here. And that is running the wrong direction, I think. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's see. Let's let it build in, and then we'll reverse it. We saw how to do this before. We'll flip the whole path once it's done. Woohoo. Couple more. Flip the path. Very good. Now then that path is flipped, let's just connect that. And then we will connect that. Alright, there's the stone. Now the next thing we want is the iron to come over there. So we're going to bring the iron to here. And then it should come out to here. And all the way down to there. That's where the iron should go in. Now on the other side of this thing, what we want is, I believe, so what I want on the other side is I want the gears, then I want the magnetic coils, and then I want the circuit boards. So I want the gears to be next. And so the gears will just, that'll be fine. We'll just hop right over the just let that hop over. That's going to have to skip an item there. That'll be fine. Let's see. That'll come to there. And then just right on down through there. Alright. Now, next is these gears. And I may call them... I may make a change here. I don't really like the way that this is working. There's no reason that these circuit boards have to be here where they're at. I could bring these things down since I want the circuit boards on the outside, and I'm going to do that. So what we're going to do is we are going to sever that line right here. We're going to redo this a little bit. So you'll find in these kind of games that this is very common for you to change your mind about something and end up taking things out. That's fine. That's that is not a problem. Take all that out. Take this out. We're going to sever that line there as well. Okay, so with that in place now, I want to do things slightly differently here than the way they're done on this. And I'm actually curious about something. I want to know if I can do something. I don't think I can, but I'm going to try it. I want to know if I could bring this over here like that. No, I can't. It's unfortunate. It's almost worth backing it off here and doing it that way. But nope, we're going to leave that. I can deal with that. Okay, I just wanted to check. I thought that was going to be the case, because that's okay already. What I really want to do, though, is I want to bring this down. I need to bring it down sooner. So I need to back this out one more. And then bring the thing down here. Like that. Okay. Now with that in there like that, that brings these in. Now this here, I've only got a couple of these, so I'm going to take these out. I'll take these out. So we'll put those back in there. So that's... Oh, no, that was not where I wanted them. Sorry. Okay, let's do it that way, right there. So those are going to be in this box right here, and I'm going to then, let's see, no, I don't want to flip the path. This right here. Alright, that should be working. Okay, now this right here, I want to reduce this to be 2. And I want to make this one be 10. And in fact, I believe with the way I'm doing this, if I move this thing over, can I pick all those up? I think I can. Yeah, okay. That'll be... There we go. There we go. And then this right here will be the circuit breakers. There we go, like that right there. Okay, now with that in place like that, what I want to do is come over here, and this is going to come over here and in like that, and then this is going to come over here, do like that. Okay, now then, and I'll hook these back up. There we go. Now let's, while we're here, let's go ahead and build, I want to build 20 more of those. And primarily what I'm going to do here, and I'll do this for a reason, I'm going to go in here, I'm going to connect every one of these up to where there's 3 of them. I actually, if there is available room, I want to fill those containers up. Okay. So create those things in case I need them for building purposes. Now with that in place like that, what I now want to do is come over here. And this should come here into here. And then should come over here and connect up to here. Alright. And then, oops, get out. And then finally my circuit boards. My circuit boards are going to come to here. And then connect like that right there. Now, this right here, these things require magnetic coils and circuit boards. And if I've done this right, the magnetic coils are on this, and the circuit boards are there. And I've got that done. Very good. So what I can do now with that is I'm going to come over here. I don't think I have splitters yet, do I? I don't think I do. So let me see from a research standpoint where you get splitters. I'm kind of curious about this as it's just off doing its own thing. Semiconductors, solar collection. Oh, I want to enqueue that next. I do want solar panels. And that requires copper and glass. It's very nice. Won't be doing anything with that anytime soon. And then environmental modification. I want that next. So that'll let me actually get rid of, I won't have to have these gaps and things. I can fill in right here. All right, with that in place right there now, I'm going to be building a row of things down through here and putting this stuff in to build out and start building my, my items. Now this, I want to get this back underway and what it's doing. So what I want to do here is pick that up, pick that up, pick that up, pick that up. All right, now let's come right over here. Oh, I was looking for splitter. I don't think I found a splitter, did I? I know I didn't. Improved logistics system. That's 400, that's 200. All right, I tell you what, I want to take that out, put that in. Then I want to do environment, then do solar collection, then environmental. Don't want to do the semiconductors yet. Don't want to do the high efficiency things. Now that could be very interesting. That's glass. I don't have a lot of glass yet. I could make a lot of glass. I've got tons of stone, so I'm not going to have a hard time making those. Those require magnetic coils and glass. That'll be interesting. There. Okay. That'll be very interesting, but that's not for today's episode. Now let me look just for upgrades to see what we can do on upgrades with blue cubes. The drone engine, +2 on the drone speed. I want drone capacity. Command and control. Okay, I want to queue that up. Oh, and I want to do that. I should look at this before I decide what I'm going to do, shouldn't I? Okay, there we go. Mecha core. Nope. The universe exploration. Yeah, I probably want to do that. Drone engine. I can do this at this point in time. I'll have to go make the graphite, but I've got lots of stone to make graphite with. Yeah, I've got that in place. Solar life, vertical construction. Okay, that's all that stuff down there. This drive engine, I can't do that or that. All right, so that really is going to be the drone engine and the stuff like that. So going back to the technology, well, let's do I think this is more interesting than the technology, at least for this episode. So the mecha core, the universe exploration, well, let's see, command and control. That one's queued. And the drone engine. And then the universe exploration. And then we come back over here. And we do that one's already in the queue. Alright, we got 7 items in our queue. We got to get it back into the production mode. Okay, so let's get that back in. Let's get these back up. So what we want to do is I'm gonna build this right here, right on the side of that. And then that needs 1 gap between it like that. Okay. And then I'm going to need my power is going to need to stretch over here, and I don't think it's going to come all the way. Boy, it comes close. Yeah, no, it won't do it all. So put that right there. And then we can put that right there, and then I'm actually going to move this one if I can. Let's see what I can do here about this. It won't go there, it won't go there. It just will not quite get there. So what we'll do is let's tell you what, let's put this in between here. We'll put a power in there because we need power anyway. We'll put that in there, and then right there we'll stick that right there in the middle. Okay, very good. Now these things are connected, so we've almost got it connected back up with what I'm doing. So I'm going to take from here to here, here to here. So there's 2 of them in there. Now what I have to do here is this thing is going to require blue cubes. So I need, in what ratio do I need the magnetic coils? I need, it's 1 in 1, so I just need to do 1 of those and 2 of those. It won't matter, just as long as I'm doing that, everything will be happy. And then take this and do this, and we're off to the races again, doing our research. Okay, everything's back and working. Not only that, we now have our chain coming down through here. So this is everything we're going to need to be able to automate things. Now there is one other piece to this, and this is the storage container that I'm going to put right over here. And I'm going to say for this section right here, I'm going to be very honest about this. I found a YouTuber called Nilaus. If you haven't checked out Nilaus's channel, I highly recommend you check out his channel. It was very educational, but this design going down through here was something that I saw him do. Mine is, at least the layout of the belts and stuff, it will be the same. So, that's what we have. So we'll have that goes all the way across there. We'll upgrade that to tier 2 later. This right here now for belts, I think we're going to have, I think I want 5 rows of these. I think they're 100 each, so that would be 500 of those. So, and then what does it need? It needs iron and gears. So the only thing I have to do to make this work is hook that up, and we have now automated the production of belts, and that is what we're looking for. We're going to go down through here, and this is what this episode is all about, is automating this stuff. And we're going to go all the way down through here, just building these things. So I'm going to take these things down here, and we'll do 3 at a time, then a break of 1 thing, 3 at a time. I'm gonna put all of them in. Put a tab in here. I don't have enough items, so that'll be all that I can do right there. So we'll stick all of these things in here, and then we'll put our belts in and start doing the things that we need. Now we do have belts automated now. I have belts being produced automatically. Don't have to produce them manually anymore. So very good. So once I've done belts, the next thing I want to automate is sorters. And the sorters will come right in here. And so now I need to put down my storage facilities. I've already got them built, so I can, there we go. There we go. There we go. Now the belts all the way down through here. And then stick that in there. Stick that in there. That should connect everything up. Very good. Now we have to do the other side. We'll turn around and look at it from the other direction to make it easier. So these are going to be the gears and lack of items. So we are going to have to help out here a little bit on this still. Let's see. I can make 21 of those with items in my inventory. I can also go back here and get another stack of those. That was probably the thing that was needed for those. Also need gears, but I have gears. I can make 51 more. There we go. So it's not fast, and I'm certainly not claiming that this is fast, but this is a good starter base. And it will automate the production of items so that I don't have to do it manually. And that is exactly what we are looking for. Alright, so with that now, let's see. Let's go ahead and put our blueprints in the order that I want to produce these things in. So once I have done the first two items there, the next thing I want to do is the mining machine. There's my smelting. That gives me the graphite. That'll be good. I can now make better stuff that's better than coal. There we go. So I've got the miner, or the collector, gatherer, whatever you want to call that thing. Now I want to bring in the smelter. And then I want to do the assembler machine. And then I want to do storage. Now I want to do power. I want to do this. Now these are the primary items that are needed to build things, and we will come back to this and continue doing things. So now that we're here, now we just have to connect all of this stuff up. So let's go ahead and get the let's get some of these things connected, and with the items that are necessary to build them, and then we'll see what we got. So on this one we need iron ingots and we need circuit boards. So we're going to take this. There's my iron. There's my circuit board. And there's my connection out. And we want to set the storage thing here. Now these are sorters. I actually think one stack of sorters at a time right now will be fine. We might come back and add to that later, but that would be enough for right now. But you got to keep in mind that we're not producing enough items to run all of these things continuously. So they're going to start out just doing the first items, and then as they fill up, they'll just continue down the line. So this is just to be able to automate the production, so I don't have to build them manually. While you're off doing other things, it builds your items that you need, and you can just come back and pick up the items. So now we need this. This takes, well, everything except stone. Okay, well that's easy enough. So this, and that. And then for miners, we just one stack of those should be enough. Alright, now for these, well that takes stone, so that takes everything except gears. So let's see. Alright, that'll be there. That'll be there. It doesn't need gears. And once again, I don't need but one stack of those. Okay, and then the assemblers here, the assembling machine. The assembling machine takes iron, gears, and circuit boards. Okay, so there's the iron. There's the gears. There's the circuit boards. There it goes to there, and once again, we only need one stack. I like the way you can limit the items here. It's that's pretty good. Storage facilities, we'll take 1 stack of those as well. We might as well just go ahead and set that. Now, let's start connecting up. Well, let's see what storage needs. It needs iron and stone. So there we go. Bricks. And there we go. Good to go. Now, the wind turbine. Wind turbine is going to take iron gears and magnetic coils. So there's the iron, there's the gears, there's the magnetic coils, there's that. And on wind turbines, I'm going to do 2 stacks. And then for the Tesla towers, I am going to do, it just takes iron and magnetic coils. So what we'll do, there's the iron, there's the magnetic coil, there's that. And then this right here, I'm going to take, I think I'll do 2 stacks of these as well, because the power items. So that's got the everything here automated. And as night sets in, we can actually see with all the different components here. We can see that my research is coming along nicely. It's not fast, but it is getting the job done. And we'll have other things that we can make soon because of some of the stuff that we're doing here. You know, and we're just feeding the items in here. You can see what we have coming down through here. I'm just going to check this. So the gears, I'm going to take the extra gears that I have. I've got the stone bricks, iron, these items, these items, these items. Okay. Now there are ways that I could do this to where I could wrap this around the side of these containers here, and come down the side here and then come down this side, bring them in on this side, bring them out on this side. That way then if it would overflow, it would just then continue on once this was full. But it would also feed it out, at least, you know, it wouldn't just, if you take a stack here, it doesn't produce anything until it finishes filling the box up. That would be something to consider. It would require redoing a little bit of my stuff here, and I really don't care about that. So we've got at this point in time, we're nearing the end of the episode. I was tempting to actually go and produce the graphite that we need for doing some of the graphite is actually a better source of power for our mech, as well as and getting some of that done with some of the stone things that we have. But I think I will wait on that. So we'll pick up on that with the next episode. Oh, we're getting lots of these things. Oh wow, that thing has more than 200. How high do those things stack? I don't actually know how many they stack to. Do they stack to 300? With 5 stacks on 300 would be 1,500 of those things. These stack up to 200, I think. Those are 100. So you can see I've got some of these items done. I don't have to build these manually anymore. By the time we come back, I should be able to build those automated, and we will. That's what we'll work on next. Is our the next episode will be all about building the graphite that we need. So let's look at the tree right quick. So our tech tree that we have, we're researching smelting. Smelting purification here was the item that we got, and so with smelting purification we have energetic graphite, and there's 2 ways of getting this. We can actually get this by doing the oil. There's oil components that we can do and bringing out oil, or we can do that by doing the producing it straight from coal. We've got a good bit of coal, so I don't know of any reason why we couldn't do coal here. That's just probably one of the things that we're going to, that we're looking at. There's steel smelting. We can make steel now. If we look at here at the items, now steel can't be made in Icarus. He's not capable of making steel. He's not capable of making silicon ore. So those are things that we'll have to pick up. But we can do graphite from coal, and that's where we'll pick up next time. That is all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit the like button and leave a comment to let me know what you think. Please subscribe to the channel to be notified when new content is available, and check out the link shown here for more gameplay. Take care.